Hi, my name is Hannah Howard with the Greater Muscatine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and we're excited to partner with the Muscatine In Focus show to bring you two small business spotlights. Today's small business spotlights are featuring Petal and Leaf with the owner Jen Summey and Suzanne and Tom McCleary with Star Collectibles Hobby Center. I hope you enjoy the show. Hi, I'm here with Jen Summey with Petal and Leaf here on Park Avenue. And Jen, tell us more about Petal and Leaf.
Well, it's just a cute little flower shop. It's right on Park Avenue. And I sell Lagomarsino chocolate, houseplants, and I do custom fresh cut florals. Also sell just a little bit of gift items too. I sell some candles in-house, and we do some plant accessories too. I've got plant fertilizers, moss pools, some leca, and some cool moisture meters, just neat, fun stuff for your plants.
And I'm a big plant person, so I love everything that Jen has down here. And it's so nice to have some of these accessories and be able to find some of these fun things, as well as some of the rare plants here at a store in town.
Yeah. So my favorite, that's always, if it's hard to find or if it's unique, I want it.
Of course. Yeah. That's how it goes when you really start getting into plants.
Definitely.
So how did you get into floral arranging?
I was in high school. It's kind of a long story. I was in high school. I always enjoyed doing art class. And when it came time for me to get my first job, I just applied at Hy-Vee. Every high school student, all my friends worked there. And just so happened that there was an opening in the flower shop there. And so, based on my art background, the gal interviewing me asked me if I'd be interested, and I said yes. And so it was just kind of there that I, really started to grow my love and appreciation for flowers. And then I got married, and I thought I needed a real job. So, I went to work for a couple of places here in town, was miserable, hated it, wasn't creative.
Yeah.
And got to the point where I was miserable working to pay somebody else to raise my kids. Sure. And so my husband just said, let's just take a break. Let's see how we do. Maybe find something that you enjoy doing 1 or 2 days a week, if that's what you want to do. And there was a cute little shop downtown, the Flower Gallery, that she was just looking for just that. She was looking for, somebody to give her full-time designer a day or two break. And it just blossomed from there. I worked for Karen for 13 years.
Wow.
So, yeah. And then, she got to the point in her life where she was ready to get rid of the flower side of things, and COVID, and, when we had to shut down. And it's a little bit different when you deal with a perishable product than versus, gift items on the shelf. So that really solidified her decision to get out of it. And I was at the point in my life where my kids were old enough, and decided just to try it on my own. So here we are.
Here we are. This beautiful store.
Thanks.
And really, if somebody hasn't been into your store, what would you tell them, or what?
Just come wander. You don't have to buy something when you come in. I always just say, especially on gray days, just stop in if you're driving past. A little bit of green and a little bit of color of flowers will really do your soul some good. Seriously. So, just come in and wander and smell the smells, and buy some chocolate.
And buy some chocolate, of course.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about some of your custom arrangements. So we've got some here behind us, and then of course you have a full cooler as well.
Yeah, I do. I get fresh flowers on the daily. I have a flower truck that comes down to me every Tuesday. So I'm like a kid in a candy store. I get to pick and choose what I want. I'm always very drawn to unique textures. I love just different blooms, different color varieties. I'm always very drawn to. I kind of love a little bit more of like a lush garden style.
Sure.
But I can do traditional, I can do modern. Like this one here is kind of more of a modern style. I'm always looking for unique glass. I love unique containers to design in. So You just come in, and I usually have some stuff in the cooler, try to do, all price points for everyone. But I always say that if you don't see something in the cooler, I'm more than happy to design for you. So, I've got flowers in buckets in the bottom of the cooler that you can buy by the stem. I can wrap up for you, or if you have flexibility, I can design. You can hang out in my chairs and, water the plants or whatever while I design. So, yeah.
Awesome. And I mean, I saw some of the photos from some of the arrangements over Valentine's Day. They were just stunning. They were all so different. And like Jen said, very unique. And just every different arrangement I saw was just a different style and vibrancy. It was just
I love that.
Beautiful.
I'm glad that you appreciate that. That's great. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I'm here with Tom and Suzanne McCleary at Star Collectibles at 810 Division Street in Muscatine. So Tom and Suzanne, tell us more about Star Collectibles Hobby Center.
We are in our 12th year of business, and we are locally owned, and we are one of the few indoor racetracks here in the region, around in the region. We have cars to fix your cars with, we have new cars, we have batteries, we have comic books, we have trains, we have Hot Wheels, we have models to put together and to paint, and we got a whole store full of things.
Yeah, you really do. And so if somebody has never been to your business before that's, from Muscatine, what can they expect to find here at your store?
In our store, you can find, if you break your car, if you buy one of the bigger brand names, the Traxxas, the Tamayas, all kinds of name brands.
Sure.
Then there are parts. We have this one big room that has all kinds of parts that you can look through and find your part for by yourself, or you can ask us for assistance.
So how about if somebody comes in and they don't own an RC car? Are they able to rent cars or?
Yes, we do have cars to rent. We have cars for the off-road that specifically are for the off-road track. We have cars for the oval, the dirt oval that you can rent, and
yes, we have the cars for the rock crawling course.
And the rock crawling. Thank you. So we actually have a rock crawling course too that is back in a room that nobody ever seems to know that it's there.
Yeah, and it's really neat. I mean, it's a really fun course that has all kinds of ups and downs. I can't imagine how long it took you to build that.
Hold on.
Yeah, so how long have you been at this specific facility?
We have been here since September of 2019. And we started out with a warehouse, a shooting range, and some more warehouse. And we remodeled all of it. We started with the dirt oval and worked our way around. And we put the carpet down, and we opened up the very last part of the carpet track was opened up 2 weeks before COVID shut everything down. So we had one race, and that was it here. And then now we're trying to build back up like everybody else. It's trying to get everybody back into doing stuff.
Sometimes life has terrible timing. But I did hear that you did just host a very big race. So tell us a little bit more about some of those big races, who's coming to check out those races and participate, and what all kind of races you offer.
We had over 12 different regions come in the race. It's the Iowa Championship off-road race. We had Minnesota, we had North and South Dakota. We had a whole bunch of different states coming in to represent their state. We had sponsors from big sponsors donating stuff to give away to everybody. So we had a big tournament. We had 113 entries, I believe, what we had.
I mean, that's really impressive. And I think that's very cool for people that aren't familiar with you here in Muscatine, that you're bringing in these people from not just outside of town, but out of state to come and check out something here in Muscatine. And you've really built something special To think that it used to be a shooting range, and if you look behind us, I mean, this is hours and hours, years of work behind you. I mean, this is a very neat course.
Thank you.
Because if you've never been down, you need to stop down and see what's going on.
Definitely.
Things are going on every Saturday and Sunday on the weekends. Different races, different fans.
Wonderful. And then don't you also host parties, birthday parties? Can you tell us more about that?
Yep, for 8 to 10 kids or 8 to 10 people, you can rent cars. We have cars to rent, and you can have it for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the space. We have our pink room over there, which is our party room.
Yeah.
It's our overflow. It's a multi-purpose room. And then the kids and you can come out, and if you're renting for the off-road, then they can run cars on the off-road, or if you're renting for the dirt oval, then people can come be there and rent that.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like a blast for kids to be able to come, rent cars, play around. I mean, who wouldn't love that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want the Muscatine community to know about Star Collectibles Hobby Center?
Come check us out.
Awesome. Well, come check them out. They're right off of Grandview Avenue on Division Street in Muscatine.
Oh, it is free to come watch. We do not charge people to come watch. And you can also watch us on TV, on the computer, if you need to watch us. If you
Yeah,
can't
I
make
think
it.
that's a fun way to come down, check it out in person. And they do have a Facebook page, and there's where you can find more information about some of those events and things that are going on. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Tom and Suzanne.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching this week's Muscatine in Focus show, where we highlighted 2 small businesses locally owned right here in Muscatine. We were able to speak with Jen Summey at Petal and Leaf, as well as Tom and Suzanne McCleary at Star Collectibles Hobby Center. If you haven't been to either of those stores, or it's been a while since you've been, please go check them out and support them. Thanks for tuning in, and make it Muscatine.